And finally I come to the question of how to build up sustainable EU-China or EU-Finland cooperation. And I took I want to keep the Finnish experiences here as a basis of my conclusions. The first issue is the cooperation must be based on the institutional strategies. And now we are talking about short run, but in particular long run cooperation. Cooperation must be based on the priority fields on both universities, but also for the identification of the main stakeholders on both sides who are benefiting from our cooperation and our programs. And from the sustainability point of view, the national framework and policy dialogue is extremely important, and under that we need institutional framework, strategic partnership and networks, and also program framework. Cooperation must be based on the existing academic programs which have shown to be sustainable in our own environment, national environment. But what is becoming more and more important is also that opening some new programs based on the existing programs, opening some new fields, new combination of disciplines which are benefiting both countries and both higher education systems. And when we are talking about so different cultures, the EU, Finland, and China on the other hand, we need orientation and training of teachers, but also training and orientation of administrators, that they can deal with this kind of new environment combining Chinese and European programs and expertise. And that is why again we come to the importance of academic mobility and administrators' mobility too, but also to the importance of the national and institutional training programs providing understanding and orientation of our staff to work in and with the colleagues in the partner country and university. And joint programs and in particular degree programs are very important in making the cooperation sustainable. When the universities are committed to work in the framework of a joint program, it means the commitment of many years and for the future. And but also it is important that the joint programs are not separate from the regular institutional activities. Instead, they are going deeper and deeper in terms of institutionalization. Then quality assurance. It is always a question in institutional cooperation in higher education. I know that the approaches and practices for quality assurance in China and Europe are quite different. But the starting point of the creation of joint quality assurance is that on each side our starting point will be the national systems commitment. We need to adapt the program level quality assurance into the national systems and also to the institutional quality assurance systems. And finally, we need to work also at the level of program level quality assurance. Then I'm talking about student feedback and feedback from the teachers, employers, stakeholders, and the use of the feedback in the development of the programs. And when we are talking about quality, we need to be aware that sometimes our understanding and meaning of quality is quite different, and that is something we need to work and communicate all the time. And some examples is that when we are talking about quality, some people are talking about academic quality. For instance, government is quite often referring to the social relevance, efficiency, and so on. We need to develop the clear and transparent quality assurance framework for our institutional cooperation. Another aspect of sustainability, of course, is financing. We need to develop the sustainable and long-term financial basis. And the longer and the deeper we go into the institutionalization of our joint programs, the better backing we have and guarantee of institutions we have for the sustainable funding. But at the same time, when we are creating sustainable financial basis for the running of the programs, we need to have also investment view, requiring also resources and financing. And when we are talking about investment, we need to talk about investment in curriculum development and staff training, and improving the quality of the programs. And it is easy to conclude that without investments we cannot expect high quality results. And the final point in my presentation, answer to sustainability, is a trust building. Of course it is something we need to start doing from the very beginning, but we need to continue building trust among the partners and create a sustainable culture of cooperation. Thank you so much.